This is how America was stolen, episode 37. Promises were easy to make when profit was on the line. Sovereignty collided with money, where treaties were tested by economics, corporate power, and political influence. As the modern economy expanded, native land became valuable in new ways. Beneath reservations lay oil, gas, coal, uranium, timber, and water. Resources the nation depended on, but did not own, at least not legally. So the system found workarounds. Federal agencies approved leases. Corporations negotiated through government channels instead of directly with tribes. Royalties were calculated, delayed, or lost in bureaucracy. Environmental risks were minimized, while profits were guaranteed elsewhere. Native nations were told development would bring jobs and opportunity. What it brought instead was imbalance. Communities saw wealth extracted while infrastructure crumbled. They watched rivers polluted, land scarred, and health crises rise, with little say in decisions. When tribes resisted, they were accused of blocking economic growth. When they demanded fair terms, they were told the market could not wait. Complexity became another excuse. Episode 37 exposes how economic pressure replaced military force. No soldiers, no removal orders. Just contracts, permits, and deadlines. The results were just as devastating. Some tribes were forced into impossible choices, accept harmful development or remain underfunded. Others fought long legal battles that drained resources and delayed justice. Every decision carried consequences shaped by inequality. Meanwhile, corporate influence grew. Lobbyists shaped policy. Campaign donations softened oversight. Regulations were weakened. Environmental protections were reframed as obstacles. Native voices were drowned out. Even when tribes sought to develop their own resources, they faced restrictions others did not. Financing was harder to secure. Jurisdictional barriers slowed progress. Federal approval was still required. Self-determination existed, but only within a system that limited success. Episode 37 also reveals a painful contradiction. The same nation that claimed native people had failed to use the land now resisted their right to control it. Ownership was demanded, but authority was denied. Yet resistance continued. Tribes invested in renewable energy. They reclaimed land through purchase and legal action. They built economic models rooted in sustainability, not extraction. They challenged the idea that profit had to come at the cost of culture. These efforts threatened the narrative. They proved that native nations were not obstacles to progress, they were alternatives to it.